Hey, folks, this is Brian Blessing. Hope you're enjoying the Hockey Betting Podcast. We have a couple chuckles, try to get you a lot of winners. Check out the hockeybettingpodcast.ca. We got a number of books that have joined up with us and have incredible sign-up offers for you to play hockey with that first deposit. Get on board. Go to the hockeybettingpodcast.ca. Click the link, sign up, jump in, have some fun with us.
You're listening to the Hockey Betting Podcast with your hosts, Brian Blessing in Las Vegas and Cam Stewart in Toronto. This is the Hockey Betting Preview for Thursday, April 15th, 2021. And now live from Las Vegas, your host of the Hockey Betting Podcast, Brian Blessing.
All right, we're going to fire the Gatling gun here, the Hockey Betting Podcast. We're glad you're with us. We hope you'll check the website and click on the links and play along with us and the entry offers at many of the fine properties that are affiliated with the program. So jump in there, have some fun. Hi, it's Brian Blessing. I'm very stoic and professional today. Cam Stewart is like a blithering knuckle face. What do you got? What did you say you had for dinner? A drumstick and a cup of coffee?
Yeah, but an ice cream, not like a chicken put in my coffee. The ice cream drumstick, simply dipped.
Oh,
so
caramel?
I'm not dipping like a piece of chicken into a coffee. No, I got the ice cream drumstick, and then if you don't have milk or sugar, I told you the name's Dan Diabetes, man. Like I'm just hopped up on goofballs right now. Hockey, the Tasmanian Devil.
I'm hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, oh, dude, I honestly I feel like I'm on something right now. I got so much sugar in me. I can't wait for the crash, Brian. It's gonna get real ugly.
Oh well, let's try to end this before that happens.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. Okay.
All right, my friend. Here we go. Wednesday night, we're doing this. So we're looking at the fun on Thursday. Nashville, Carolina. Carolina, $1.90 totals 5.5 to the over. Nashville's playing better, Cam. Is that number too high?
I think it is too high. I kind of look at Carolina, and they got to get off the schneid a little bit. They haven't been playing their best hockey, losing to Detroit. Nashville's on a heater. We had them the other night, Brian. We called it. We said, you got to bet them against Tampa Bay. It was a nice get that late goalie switch, too, from Vasilevsky to McElhinney, and they destroyed these guys. Nashville's feeling the playoffs, and they're playing good hockey. I'll tell you one thing. I'm not laying 185 with Carolina. It's probably Nashville or pass.
But you and I were both very big supporters of Carolina. But when a team is on an 8-2 run in the last 10 games, what are the odds makers doing?
That's the thing. I'm looking at Thursday's card, and I'm looking at, whoa, this underdog looks good to me. Nashville's the first one that pops out. I think we got to take them, Brian. Like, you either you take a flyer. I don't know how you feel about the total in this game, 5.5. Nashville's actually been scoring goals too, but they're getting good goaltending.
All right, Florida, this contest with Tampa Bay. I had Florida. It was a nail-biter. They were only minus 15 cents after the trade deadline. It was a hard-fought game. Got it done for me just the other day. And I'm telling you, Cam, very quickly, you throw Montour in there. Okay, it helps. But I'm telling you, I can't wait to see Sam Bennett in this team's uniform. I think Florida is a very, very intriguing team. Here's the nutty thing. Carolina's $1.90, and Tampa's only $1.55, $1.60. What, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. I'll tell you, I'm just looking at this board. I think you can make a case. Is that price light? Do you think the price is light on Tampa minus $1.50 in a bounce back game?
No, I think it's a decent number. I'm just saying, is Carolina? Should Carolina be $1.90?
No, Carolina.
Tampa Bay's a monster, and they're $1.50.
At Stewart Blessing Sportsbook, we make Carolina what over Nashville? $1.60?
Yeah, a little higher.
Yeah. I think $1.65, and I make Tampa $1.55 over Florida. So.
I mean, part of it could be Tampa Bay could be going, oh, hey, isn't that nice? You got all those shiny new toys. We're still Tampa Bay, and we're getting Kucherov back, so calm yourself. I don't know. But I think Florida's intriguing. Nobody talks about them.
Yeah, I'm looking at this so far. If you look, Nashville's worth a look as a dog. Florida's worth a look as a dog. I got to look at the way the money's going in this game. That's the thing when we're doing the show. There's a lot of factors involved. I like to see who's betting what and what kind of line swings we're getting. But my initial thought in this game is take Florida as a dog. But Tampa Bay kind of owns them. And you know what? I like the over in this game. Even though it's at 6, I think there's going to be goals.
Fair enough. How do you play Philly under? I just don't know how you do it. Pittsburgh's $1.65.
You missed a game, though, buddy. What about, are we going in the rotation numbers, 45, 46? What about
the first, actually, why don't you yell at me about 2 games ago? The first game in a rotation was Winnipeg Toronto. You're right.
Why don't you go in order?
Because I'm trying to, I sit down and you're, let's go. It's like, the hopped up sugar guy got me all nuts to the point where I missed the first game. So blame me, have another drumstick.
Hey, settle down there, Krabby. Go have another Marlboro.
Not Krabby. I missed a game. Big deal.
You're a piece of work. Anyway, I'll go with this one. How about I'll tell you one thing. The Leafs against Winnipeg. Are you laying $1.70 with these guys?
No.
No.
You know what? Honest to God, Cam. I mean, right out of the gate, first 3 games, rough.
Yeah, rough. I think if we get 2 roughs, if you go two roughs and one lick, you're still doing good with the roughs. I don't know what else to say.
Watch this for a professional segue. With all the roughs, should we be doing the triple Lindy and diving into the deep end of the pool?
Well, yeah, I like it, Brian. I'm with you. Like if you said, hey, I'm taking Winnipeg, I'm taking Nashville and Florida. I like those dogs. Next game, though, in the rotation, I'm sorry. The Philadelphia Flyers, they're done. They're in a coffin. We're nailing it right now in Pittsburgh.
Isn't the Greyhound bus? Isn't the dog the Greyhound bus logo on their helmet?
Yeah, exactly. They gone. Like, what do you think about this game? Oh, Carter Hart.
Hart and Yari, you got to play the over.
You play the over, and you play Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh would love to just beat these guys again, too. Battle of Philadelphia. Pittsburgh's a better team. Philadelphia, they're done, Brian. Like, unless they win every game in regulation, I think eventually they're going to. Like, their last game against Washington, they packed it in. Like,
you know
do they
what I'm
come
saying,
back?
kiddo? Are we in the business of? Yeah, are we telling you, hey, we like Pittsburgh, but we're not betting it. I mean, I'm not laying $1.70.
No.
I mean, it's puck line.
It's parlay material or puck line.
Okay, it's parlay or puck line. I would the over. I mean, we're not doing anybody any favors, right? Say, hey, bet something $1.70.
No, I agree.
Hey, I don't think there's anything in hockey you should be betting anything laying juice more than 20 or 20.
Yeah, yeah. And if I do that, I take puck. I'll take a puck line regulation or a parlay.
All right, just wanted to make sure we.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Get that out there. Jersey and the Rangers. Rangers 220.
That's another thing.
That's a little on the high side.
These games are tough, man. Rangers won the last game 3-0. I look at this under, but then now they post a number at 6. Is this one going over? Are you going to use your under-over theory in this one, Brian, or is this just a straight up pass?
How many in the first game?
3-0. Rangers won.
I think I wouldn't go under than over. I go over than under. Honestly, the losing team plays tighter after a high scoring loss.
Yeah.
The second game, first game goes under. All bets are off. You can figure out what you want to do. Blackwood versus Sherstekin. Obviously, the Rangers believe they're breathing, but are they? Cam, I mean, listen.
They are breathing because
the Sabres should have beat the Bruins last night.
They should have, but if you're looking, the Rangers need. Just looking forward on the card, say the Islanders beat Boston and the Rangers beat the Devils. They are breathing, especially if it's in regulation. I think the Rangers win the game, but you said it. We're not here doing a hockey show telling you to bet a -220 favorite, but how do you take the Devils? They don't score. Ever since the moves they made, they've been kind of dead. Like this team doesn't look very interested anymore, right? They played a tight game with the Rangers for a while, but they can't score. Here's
the problem. Well, wait a second. Look at this. Okay, here it comes. The Rangers rest of the way. Right, they're breathing. The Boston has 2 in hand. The Rangers have 3 with New Jersey.
Yeah,
a game on the island. 2 with Philly, both winnable. 2 with Buffalo. I say they get a split there. 2 with the Islanders, they got to get a split there. 2 with Washington, they got to get a split there. Last 2 games of the year are at Boston, so they actually, if they can stay within 4, they're breathing.
I think they understand that, and they've been taking care of their business in this position. I don't like the price. I won't take New Jersey. So the Rangers are parlay bait, I guess, right? That's all it is, or puck line.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are better options, but yes.
I agree with you. No, I'm just giving you opinion on every game, but I don't love that game. Buffalo, Washington?
I would lean. Here's what I would do, buddy. Honestly, the kid's been he has 1-4-1. His goals against is 3.54. But you know what? This Tokarski kid has actually played his heart out. He really has.
He tries.
Buffalo won games with Ullmark. They're not winning with this kid. It's Vanacek on the other side. The one thing is, what's pretty apparent now, Eichel's done herniated disc, by the way, out for the year.
Yep.
Yeesh. I mean, okay. But you know what? Kruger's out of there. You look what Dahlin is doing. They've paired him with Yoki Haru, Olofsson, Reinhart. They got some of these guys. The new kid they brought in, Rustalainen. Cousins is back from injury. He's the best player on the team. Cousins, a kid. But you know what? They're aggressive, and they're creating chances because Kruger was playing this pack-it-in, punch-and-Judy garbage. They're actually scoring goals. They're an over team, buddy. I think we go over here.
Yeah, I agree. And you see what Washington did to Philadelphia. Like, Washington almost might hit the total themselves, right? Don't you see a 5-3 type of game, 6-4 type of game? I just think we can get 9 or 10 goals in this game. I agree. Bust out the salami, extra salty. I like the over.
Islanders, Boston.
I found a game, and it's a regular pick'em. We are going
basically a pick'em.
Islanders. This is the spot.
Bruins look terrible. Boston.
The Bruins are not a good hockey team. I'm done with people thinking these guys are great. You're right. Buffalo should have beat them. Here's the Islanders, too. A couple games to get acclimated with guys. We're getting them as a small dog. No juice against Boston. Sign me up. Islanders already own this team. I love it. I'm on the Islanders. We'll make that a play.
All right, let me throw one at you. I had the under in the Buffalo-Boston game. It was under 5.5. And Buffalo is an over team, seriously. Now, I'm wondering, there's a couple of 5.5 under 40s, but there's 5 over 35. I mean, I would lean under the total. But what is amazing, guys, let's give them credit for this. Doesn't matter who Boston rolls out there. They got a good goalie no matter who the hell they throw out there.
Yeah, no, Swayman's been decent. Vlader, it's not when they've been bad, it's been the players' fault. It hasn't been the goaltending at all. I just, you know what I mean? There's good guys on their team. They find ways to get it done, but it just, you look at this team and, not very impressive. Like, they don't look like the same Boston Bruins, but things can change when they get in the playoffs. The veterans they have. I just like the Islanders. I think it took a couple games for these guys to get acclimated. It's a good price, good situation, and a team that really plays these guys tight. So I'll take New York.
I know you'll disagree with this one.
What, Detroit?
I'm pretty convinced you'll disagree. And I agree with you. They compete and blah, 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 blah.
No, I like Chicago in this game.
Okay, Mantha's gone. This is all about the future with Detroit.
Yeah, see,
Chicago.
I don't think Detroit's a good dog in this spot. I think Chicago can smell the playoffs.
I'm going puck line here.
I agree. I think Chicago.
I think you're getting plus. Let me just double check. It's got to be plus $1.70, $1.80. Hold on.
Oh, at least, yeah. Or you take them
around here.
Sometimes you can get them in regulation -1, even if you want.
Plus $1.80.
Yeah, I like that. I think Chicago's also. It's right around my threshold.
I'm sorry, it's not. It's plus $1.55. Sorry.
Okay, I'm just saying it's -155, 160. That's about my threshold for a favorite. I like Chicago, and I agree with you. I think I'll take the -1, and they'll be a part of parlays for sure. They will beat Detroit. I think, Brian. I like that play.
Well, Columbus and Dallas, I got news for you. Dallas ain't $1.90 over anybody. I don't care if Tortorella's leaving.
I agree.
I don't care if their season's over. Tortorella will go down swinging. Let me tell you.
You know what? Over. And another thing is, it's a sneaky over because Columbus has played a different style recently. Patrick Laine is starting to score goals. I know Dallas. I see like a 4-3 type of game here. I know that looks low. It's 5, not even 5.5. Like, are you kidding me? Is that 5?
Yeah. There's
okay.
No, I'd go over that.
Over or nothing, and I don't want.
Yeah, there's better games. It's a blah.
Yeah, I know, but we like to talk. We give them an assessment.
How about Friday? Calgary, Montreal.
I'm watching this game as we're speaking. I was on Calgary tonight as a dog. This team is hot. Is Montreal going to come back, or is Calgary just going to ride a heater and get back into the playoffs? I'll tell you one thing. I watch this game. I'm not betting Montreal at -160. I don't care if it's a revenge spot or whatever. It's 3-1 Calgary as we speak. Third period. I like Calgary again. Give me the +135.
Okay, I don't argue that. It's late third period. We're taping this, so Wednesday night, and 3-1's the score with 5 and change remaining there. Let's see what's next on the docket here, my friend. Let's go to the Islanders of Boston
again.
Under. Here we go. Minnesota's against San Jose. You know what? I should just run for the hills. These guys just are nauseating. San Jose gets back in it, and then they Who was the kid? Who's the Stolkars? What's that kid's name?
Oh, Stolars, yeah, for Anaheim. He owns them.
Shuts them out the other night. I got the over, and the Ducks come up and put up a bunch of goals. And it wasn't like this kid was that great. They just didn't show up. I'm you know what? I'm blue in the face. I am so sick
of the Sharks.
No, honestly, Burns and Carlson. These guys are stealing money.
I'm sick and tired of their whole damn team. SJ Sharkey is SJ Minnow. It's the boat from Gilligan's Island. It sucks. And I'll tell you one thing, Brian. They got a game going on Wednesday night. See who's in net for them? The Coroner. He's the new starting goaltender. The Coroner. Hey, Jones, you're on the bench. The Coroner's coming in. We're going to the funeral parlor. I'll tell you one thing. A change of pace is going to help SJ Sharkey. We see what they'll do on the Wednesday night game. They've lost 2 straight games to Anaheim, 5-1 and 4-0. If they get it done tonight against the Ducks, I'm going to come back to the Coroner because they're going to ride him, but we'll see. I'm not laying $2 with Minnesota.
The God's truth, and I'm not going to do it, but I've turned down 3 different lyrics. I've got the Gilligan's Island theme for San Jose. I mean, literally.
Have you seen this goalie for Colorado? It's Corner with a K.
Okay.
And his numbers are fantastic, by the way. I did a little research. Yeah, he's good.
Well done, buddy.
Thanks. I just literally looked at a page and go, oh, this guy's got good numbers.
I did research.
I did I looked. He's got good numbers.
I did research. I opened the browser.
Oh, God help me.
You know what? Hey, full disclosure. Hey, by the way, we were a firecracker the other day. I got a tweet. Some guys. You know what's smart? And honestly, he said, "Thanks for the podcast. Blah blah blah. The pics were great. On fire emoji. Oh, good. Hey, good. You know, Photoshop. Good for you." But you know what he said? And I should have the guy's name. But he said, I used my favorite 6 picks of the games we liked, but he disagreed with us on some, but he wrote, but that's what you got to do, man. I mean,
exactly. We'll just give you what we feel, but you got to
the trigger yourself, you know?
Correct. Yeah. We'll give you the weapon. You pull it, baby. We got nothing to do with that. We'll just give it to you.
All right. Colorado.
God.
Come on. 360.
Oh, Brian.
I bet this game reeks of Jonas Johansson, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's me digging. Keep digging. Oh, yeah. My own grave if Colorado doesn't win at minus 360.
Oh,
you can't play that.
Betting that.
No, of course I'm not. You think I'm insane? No, I never do that. In my most desperate. No. Yeah, it was a bad joke. Anyway.
But I'm just saying. No, but wouldn't it stand to reason at some
it'll
point?
Be 5.5.
Johansson again.
Yep. Give me the over. And
the Kings but I'll tell you. Their game's about to start here with the Golden Knights.
They're puking all over themselves, too.
Oh, my Lord. It was honestly, they should have had, what's his name? They should have had Charleston Heston in goal because it was like the Red Sea was parting the whole night. He should have been standing there with a long beard and a shepherd's thing.
Holding a staff instead of a golden stick?
A staff thing. The shepherd.
Oh, my God. I can't believe I'm remembering this now. Wow.
Well, I say anyway. Hey, you did more research.
Yeah, I did. I read the Bible. I just know it's called a staff.
Hey, is this the epilogue?
You call hi, I'm Brian Blessing. You know the thing, the shepherd stick? Anyway, I like the over.
Hey,
next play.
Okay. So it's the shepherd stick, but it's made by Bauer.
It is the Bauer shepherd stick. Yeah, buddy.
Look at that stick. It's got a big hook on it.
It actually, yeah, it's more like a kind of like a ringette kind of thing. Anyway, I'll just.
Anyway, we don't know what's going to happen. The rematch, Vegas, L.A. tonight. But then it'll be Vegas at Anaheim. The one thing I will tell you, it's going to be Leonard
scoring goals. Yeah. I'm with you. I think this is a real good one. And you know what? Anaheim might give Vegas fits. I'll tell you one thing. Anaheim's playing great hockey. Like, that's the thing. You look at all the guys. Oh, they got rid of him. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. They dominated San Jose 5-1, 4-0. I'll tell you, Vegas, if you sleep on these guys, I'll actually take a shot with quack, 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 the Mighty Ducks, and over 5.5.
Look at this.
Oh, God help us.
God bless them. They're back.
Edmonton, rank up the Brinks truck, puck line, alternate puck line. Watch Vancouver win.
Wait a minute. Remember all the teams that came off COVID won this year.
Yeah, but this one's different, Brian. This is
they've been off 3 weeks?
Yeah, come on. They had an interview with Miller, JT Miller. He's like, we're not ready to play. He goes, I'm still sick. Like, yeah, I'm telling you. Like, honestly, this is not good.
Then the number's low, isn't it?
I love Edmonton. Yeah,
$1.80.
If it's a trap, I'm falling right in. Like this is when we know if something's fixed or like manipulated or whatever. Because if Vancouver's playing us for suckers, talking, oh, we're not ready to play and all this, and they beat Edmonton, I'll be shocked.
All right, my brother.
But Edmonton's already locked up a playoff spot, though. So yeah, I don't know, man.
That's a watch, wait and see.
You're right. Next weekend preview.
Well, if they're not ready to play, you're not.
No,
they
even said they had an interview with JT Miller. He's like, we're not ready. These guys are playing.
So hold on, but let's real quick. If they're not ready, are they not ready in all facets? Are they not ready to be systematic in their own end? I mean, does it produce a lot of goals?
I think they've been dehydrated and puking it on the can. I don't think they're ready to play hockey at a professional level. I still think like they need to get acclimated.
This game shouldn't even be on the board.
I agree. I don't think they should be playing hockey. They should actually shut it down. Vancouver should.
Well, they could have got away with that in that division. All right, Let's go to the weekend. We can do some of these. We get a little breakfast hockey for me at least.
Yep.
Jersey and New York. We shall see. In that one, we got to see how the first one goes. If the first one goes over, come back with the under. It's what we always do.
Jersey, New York,
Saturday.
Yeah, it's Washington and Philly. Pittsburgh and Buffalo, St. Louis and Arizona. What do you?
I got Saturday morning, 9:30. Jersey and New York. Saturday, April 17th in the year 2020.
Why is it at the bottom of the page?
I'm on ESPN.
You're not going in order again.
Well, there's no odds. There's no odds for Saturday.
They still have the games in the rotation. I'm on Vegas Insider. Washington is 3, Philadelphia's 4, Pittsburgh's 4, Buffalo.
Hey, okay. Hey, we can do this. It's a podcast. We do whatever the hell we want. I'm on Vegas Insider. They don't have Saturday numbers.
They don't. They have teams listed with numbers, though, like game 3 in the rotation, game 4.
I swear I don't have it. I don't have
Washington. Okay, well, I don't know what the hell you're looking at, but Washington, Philadelphia is at 12:38 Eastern. That's the first game on the board. You got to go in order.
Hey, you know what? I got an idea. All this heavy lifting, I'm tired. You go. You do it. You take care of the weekend. Go ahead. I'm in. You do the host thing.
Okay, Brian.
No, I'm fine with it. I want you to be
okay. Trading places, okay. Hey, Brian, let's open up game 3-4 rotation.
Feeling good, Lewis. Looking good, Lewis.
We're such idiots. I'm an idiot. Washington and Philadelphia, Brian. I would say this line would probably be about Washington. What do you think? $1.70 on the road in Philadelphia, over 6? I like the over.
Yeah, but the one real quick. Yeah, Washington does not play the day before. If Philly gets whipsawed by Pittsburgh, it'll be even higher.
Yeah, you're right about that. It might even be $2, but I think the over, we're looking there. Next game up, 3:08 Eastern, Pittsburgh and your Buffalo Sabres. Brian, this is a spot for Buffalo. Maybe
I think Allmark's out, man. I'm play these guys over. Just play over.
What about them as a side? Buffalo as a side. I'd look at them. They played Pittsburgh. When they had half a team, they were still playing Pittsburgh tough, losing 3-1 and stuff like that. They could beat the Penguins if they show up.
They can, but you're dealing with the Tokarski kid.
Okay.
I mean, if Allmark's in there, I told you a few times in the last 2 weeks, play these guys a big dog. If Allmark's playing, Buffalo can beat him. If it's Tokarski, it's track meet city, and you're throwing a dart, and you're gonna, get yourself into a shootout. We know how that ends for you. It's like drumsticks for everybody.
Yep, drumsticks. Yeah, Brian, and I'm not going to blame. I don't understand what these guys are doing. That they have games at 4:10 at the bottom. You know what? I love you, and it's not you. This is just horribly formatted. Arizona and St. Louis 6:08. So this one is not before the games get rocking and rolling at 7. I think St. Louis. How do you not take St. Louis? Arizona just got buzzsawed by Minnesota again, a game they needed. The only thing I will say.
Well, you're going to get St. Louis now, it appears, coming off not a beatdown, but they're down 4-1 in the third. So St. Louis is going to be coming off a loss. They're playing a lot better. The only thing that would stop me is if you're Arizona and Tocchet, they don't quit. They are what they are. But Cam, this is their season. St. Louis has come all the way racing back at them. And Arizona's, it's like is this not Arizona's like kind of last gasp? We're not packing it in. They've lost 5 in a row. Does Arizona circle the wagons? And a win would put them back in 4th place. I mean, it's a huge game.
It is, but and I thought San Jose the second time when they lost to Anaheim would show up. Sometimes they don't, but
San Jose. I mean, Anaheim. The one thing with Arizona, they're just not that good, but they don't quit.
I agree with that. San Jose quits. San Jose's got a lot of quitters on their team. Next game,
I'm just giving you a buyer beware.
No, I agree. I understand where you're coming from. I think St. Louis coming off a loss, I'd be very scared though.
Well, Arizona's coming off 5 of them.
Yeah, that's true, Brian. You got it. Ottawa and Montreal. I got to tell you, Montreal will probably be like minus 200 and change there. You wouldn't. I'm not touching the Canadians with a 10-foot pole. Ottawa or nothing. Puck line too.
You know what? I very much agree with that. And then, you know what I'll tell you? Because a lot of the stuff that we try to deal with here is situational stuff. Look at Montreal. They got a 4-point lead on Calgary, but they got 3 games in hand. They're not going to blow this, and Ottawa doesn't quit.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Ottawa.
I like Ottawa too, and the price will be right. And if Montreal beats them like 2-1 or whatever, so be it. Yeah, you read each other's mail. Devils and Rangers again. Same old story, Brian. What do we do with this one? I agree. Now we'll go back up to the top since the thing's not in order. By the way, whoever puts this schedule together, you guys don't know what you're doing. Like just go in order. It's ridiculous. Florida Panthers versus Tampa Bay Lightning revenge spot. We'll see what happens in game 1. If Tampa wins in game 1, we'll probably come back to Florida. If Florida wins, I really think Tampa. I like to do the 2-step with those teams. Chicago and Detroit. Another rematch. Gutsy play by Detroit the whole season through. But Chicago, they understand how important these games are, right,
but
Brian?
We need to know what happened in the first game.
We
can't offer up. But I would say Toronto, Vancouver, we really have to watch Vancouver in that game against Edmonton. How about this? They're not ready to play, so let's make them play back-to-back nights against
Toronto. Oh, no, it's ridiculous. I saw the schedule. Elliot Friedman and those guys had it up. They're playing – because they're behind so much. They have like 4 games in 5 nights or something coming off a COVID variant. The Vancouver Canucks are basically dead. Like if they win a game, it's because the other team feels mercy.
Toronto is sitting in Vancouver.
Yes.
On Friday night while Vancouver's playing Edmonton. And I mean, Toronto's probably going to be like, what, $3 here on the road?
Especially if Vancouver gets throttled by Edmonton, Toronto will be $3. And I'll tell you one thing. If Vancouver looks like they're out of shape and sick, like they might have to just pull the plug. But yeah,
let me throw one at you. No, Friday night. If they look marginally competitive, like if they don't get absolutely destroyed, don't be worried about the back-to-back nights because maybe they will have shaken off some of the rink rust.
Yes,
and coming back in a second game, honestly, right out of the gate is not the worst thing in the world. If they look like. Like they have some skill, like they're not a complete mess. They may be better on Saturday.
Yeah, maybe you're right. And another one, we got one more. So we have a rematch, Nashville and Carolina. That's going to be tough. Nashville's hot. You might want to ride these guys till you can't ride them. Columbus, Dallas, any opinion?
Again, rematch, isn't it?
Yep.
I just think Columbus, they may be done, but do you see guys, honestly, running for the bus on Tortorella? I know they've kind of tuned him out, but I don't think they completely run for the bus.
No, I'm with you. I think, that last game, they battled. Like you saw that game against Chicago. Chicago won in overtime. Like Columbus did not quit, and Patrick Laine actually played well. Let's take a look at Sunday, Brian. Washington and Buffalo. That one.
Did we not miss one? It's not that easy, is it? Winnipeg, Edmonton. On Saturday, and Winnipeg is sitting there fresh as a daisy. Edmonton played at Vancouver. So what do you think of Winnipeg on back-to-back nights here?
Yeah, I like Winnipeg. I think they're an underrated team. We talked about that on your show today. I just think they're sneaky. We'll see what Edmonton does. If they throttle Vancouver and Winnipeg's kind of sitting there, I kind of like the Jets, Brian. Sorry, I did forget a game, but none of these are in order, so forgive us.
I know, buddy.
I don't know what this guy's doing.
Here, or I could just be you and go, go in order, Cam. Go in order.
You're right. You're right. I'm an absolute jerk. You deserve to yell at me. And I deserve. But here's the thing, Brian. So I'm looking at Sunday. They have a 12:08 game, a 3:08 game, a 3:08, a 4:08, and yet they have a 3 o'clock at the bottom. Like, why don't you go 12:08, 3? Like, come on, guys.
Just be glad they're playing games.
I get it. So Washington, Boston, Sunday.
Aren't those games in a weird way? Aren't they like over games?
Yes.
Early in the morning,
yes.
Noon Eastern, early for me. But I just memory banks telling me Washington Boston, those are higher scoring games. I'm scrolling here. And in those weird matinee games too, don't they get kind of snarky?
They do. They get the last game. I remember.
Look at this. Early
and
in
a
the
lot of
season,
underdogs show up too. Be very careful with the favorites in these early games. Remember, Detroit beat Tampa Bay. It's just something that I've been noticing. It's like these parlays that people put together with these games. They're not as easy as you think. Like these matchups are good though. Like Washington, Boston, and
here. You ready? You'll be proud of me. All right, just going from memory. All right, real quick because we're almost done, buddy. Pace yourself. Washington, Boston, early in the year, 4-3 Washington in overtime, 5-3 Boston. The next time they bumped into each other, 2-1 in a shootout, 5-1 Boston won the game. Boston actually scores goals against
so
these guys.
3 out of 4 overs.
And then Boston on April 8th, it was Boston winning the game 4-2. Boston actually plays them pretty tough.
They do.
But I think even with their goalies, I'm going to go over. Maybe 5. Do you think we get a 5?
No, we get a 5.5. We're not getting a 5.
Over or
guaranteed. I like the over. Rangers and Devils. Same for the millionth time.
How many times? No, pass next.
Pass.
Please.
Pittsburgh and Buffalo again. They know what? They loved it so much they put it twice on Sunday, Brian. It's at the bottom and at the top. Pittsburgh and Buffalo.
You know what? I won't go over under here. I'm going to go over. I just think.
I agree with you.
Oh, hey, I just got a goal that was reviewed that they counted. Thank you, Lord. 4-2. I got the over.
Oh, good. I got the over
Colorado
too.
Game.
Excellent.
Yeah. It was a review. I'm going. It's one of these games.
Yeah,
where,
I know.
You're sitting there for a period and a half waiting for the one goal and it never comes.
Another game, Vegas and Anaheim. That's game 2 there for that little series.
That will be Fleury's day if they hold.
Would you look at Anaheim and the over? Fleury's not been as good as Leonard recently. Actually, he has. He has a shutout against Arizona too. Sorry, forgot about that game.
Honestly, it depends on how the first game goes. Hard to say. I
agree. Islanders in Philadelphia. Do you think the Islanders Actually, you know what? Islanders and Philly. Every time they get together, it's like a track meet. I've been noticing.
Philly can't play it. It's like stat day for the Islanders. By the way, you know what? Palmieri and Zajac actually give them hope in this game. Yeah, I mean offensive hope. Yeah, call the butcher. I think that's what we're doing here.
Yeah, Sunday looks like a butcher call. And Los Angeles and Colorado, final game on Sunday. That's another rematch.
It's hard to play Colorado under on anything.
It is.
But Peterson's playing good. That poor kid, he was on an island the other night, but he's been good. Thing was Colorado now is what's the deal with Dubnyk? When the hell is he going to start playing?
I think he started. Did he start tonight? I think on Wednesday night. I think he played against the Blues. In his debut, and they're winning 4-2, correct?
It is 4-2, and it is Dubnyk. Yeah,
I told you, buddy. Yeah, smoke a doobie with the Dubnyk.
By the way, you know, and producer Mike, I was going to say this. It's obviously, well, you got makeup games. You got games being plugged in all over.
That's the thing.
That's why the rotation. Yeah, the rotation. I'm dizzy from the rotation.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Brian. I didn't see the other pages afterwards. I was out of line because I'm looking at now. They have the same game posted twice in different areas. Yeah, I got a headache.
Yeah, you're gonna walk the green mile.
I will. Yeah, I will, buddy.
All right, buddy. We made it through the weekend. We'll see how it all shakes out. The only thing that's a tad scary for me is. Now that the trade deadline's come and gone, coaches will, and I think in the short term, let's run with it how we are. But in the very near future, coaches are going to start implementing the way they want them to play in the playoffs.
Exactly.
And that means because they've got the roster they're going to war with in the playoffs, the game should start to tighten up.
I couldn't agree more. We're seeing overs now in sloppy play, but you're right. Like moving forward, you got to give it the old eye test. Like I've been noticing, Brian, like I took the Calgary Montreal under on a Wednesday. Want to know why? That game was played like a playoff game. It was 4-1, and one of the goals was an empty netter. That game was a playoff game. Calgary came in hard, like you know what I mean. They didn't take dumb chances and pinch. It was a well played hockey game. Look for more of those. And in that North Division, a lot more of these games are going under. Trust me.
You know what? So here, just you talking. It's the final thing, and I'm gonna give you the give me the. Yeah, what is that? Looney Tunes. I need the Looney Tunes close here. From the Looney guy. You know what? It is a playoff game. What day was that Arizona St. Louis game?
Oh, that was
I'm looking.
Friday, right? Friday?
Was it? Maybe Saturday.
Monday, Tuesday, crappy plays. Thursday, Friday, shitty plays.
No, you know what?
You get the comment. Monday, Tuesday.
Man, I like that.
I know it. St. Louis,
Saturday.
Arizona. That is a Saturday.
That is a playoff game. Play that one on.
Brian and Cam betting all week with you.
You did it. I've got the Sharks Gilligan tune in my head. I can't get out, but I'm not going down that road.
SS Minnow, yes.
You sing better than me. All right. That was a premature identification. Officially, put a lid on it.
Yeah.
Hey, folks, this is Brian Blessing. Hope you're enjoying the Hockey Betting Podcast. We have a couple chuckles, try to get you a lot of winners. Hey, we hope you like what you're hearing. And if you do, hit the subscribe button and give us a review, give us a rating. Most importantly, enjoy the hockey and keep coming back to the Hockey Betting Podcast.
The handicapping and sports odds information contained on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Please confirm the wagering regulations in your jurisdiction as they vary from state to state, province to province, and country to country. Using this information to contravene any law or statute is prohibited. The podcast is not associated with, nor is it endorsed by any professional or collegiate league, association, or team. This podcast does not target and is not intended for an audience under the age of 18. If you think that you have a gambling addiction, stop this podcast now and please seek help.
Gambling and betting on sports is a form of entertainment and should be about having a good time. But when done excessively, it may negatively affect other areas of a person's life, such as their physical and mental health, school or work performance, finances, and or interpersonal relationships. At the Hockey Betting Podcast, we're concerned about the addiction that gambling may cause, and for this reason, we encourage everyone to practice responsible gambling, an approach to gambling that helps you ensure that it remains an enjoyable activity. Here are the main principles of responsible gambling. Don't think of gambling as a way to make money. Always gamble with money that you can afford to lose. Set limits and stick to them. Never chase losses. Don't gamble when you're depressed or upset, and create a healthy balance. Always be aware of how much time you spend gambling or thinking about gambling. And do not allow gambling to cause you to miss out on time with family and friends or time spent on other activities you enjoy. By following these guidelines, gambling can be a good time and great entertainment. If you feel at any time that your gambling is taking away from important areas of your life, is causing you stress or depression, or is leading to financial losses that are beyond your control, please reach out for help. Learn more at responsiblegambling.org.